Hey y'all, Jesse Kalen coming at you with the pick a card spread we got going on just for some divine guidance. So if you want to stick around for all three, that's totally cool, but I highly recommend using that intuitive muscle and choosing one specific message. Alright, so first off, if you want a personal reading or Reiki healing session with me, send me an email, jessekalen777@gmail.com. All of the information and all of the instructions will be down below, okay? You can join me on Facebook or Instagram for daily card pulls, and you can be a monthly supporter on Patreon for different benefits as well. Alright, so for these spreads, I pulled one card from 3 decks. So we have the Love Oracle by Sulamith Wolfing. We have the Druid Craft Tarot by Stephanie and Philip Cargam, and we have the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle by Lucy Cavendish and Selena Fenich. So I'm going to dip you down here, and y'all can resonate. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Alright, so take a moment to see which one you are gravitating toward. You can hit pause if you need more time to really decipher and really feel it out. 1, 2, or 3. Alright, so I'm going to pop you back up, and we can get started with group number 1. Let's see what the divine guidance has in store for you, and I am not reading reverses. Excellent, okay. Alright, so your soul is currently making a wish. There's an underlying drive happening here. You have to be able to handle your day-to-day life pretty easily as you go along. So for the Sulamith Wolfing deck, the Lover's Oracle, sometimes the one thing you are looking for is the one thing you cannot see. Now the artwork is 2 people at the opposite ends of the field. So sometimes the one thing you are looking for is the one thing you cannot see. So this, in tandem with the Chariot and in tandem with this fairy wishing well of manifestation, expectations, and offerings, it's like, okay, there's a future here. There's a wish I want to make that I can't see yet. I can't even really decipher for myself. There's a yearning for success, abundance, but there's also a feeling like you're at a loss on how to get there. And so what this Chariot card is representing the energy of, you know, just take it day by day, make the decisions to do what you can, how you can, with whatever you have at your disposal. So I'm getting the message to give to more charity, do charity work. There is a lot more you can do in this world without knowing that there's going to be some karma. And if you're biding your time, if you're learning what it is that you want to wish for, you might as well bide your time really constructively and grant wishes for other people along the journey. Just because you're sitting idle doesn't mean that you have to sit as like idly in the 5D, you know, if your energy stops. Just because you may not be taking a lot of motion or action on the wish that you don't even know what it is yet. So it's just like, just because you aren't taking action on this wish doesn't mean that you can't do a whole lot of good, and doesn't mean that you cannot take control of your life in the way that you can. All right. So, yeah, I'm feeling like people just getting over the next hump. So someone who may be itching for a new job, but you're in the middle of a project, and you know what, there might be a really good bonus at the end of it. So, you know, I'm going to handle my present moment. I'm going to honor the commitments that I've been making. I'm going to do this day by day, as deep down internally, I am making a wish for something to fill in the gaps that this sort of, you know, humdrum daily activity is not satisfying. And just because I don't necessarily know what that is, that's the glory of the universe. This whole, the one thing you're looking for, you cannot see. What you seek is seeking you. Even if you don't know what that is, you are becoming and evolving into a person ready to meet on your destiny. All right. So, with this, is there, okay. Okay. I was going to continue. I was going to snag another message, but then the ether went real quiet, and I asked if there was anything else, and they said no. So there it is, group 1. Thank you so much for being here. If you are deciding to pop off now, I love you. I'm here for you, and you know where to find me. Alrighty, group 2. What do we have going on? Not reading reverses. And I have a feeling I just held the deck upside down. Because that's the second time. Okay. All right. Y'all here might be experiencing a twin flame relationship, and y'all might be feeling a little bit crazy about receiving signs about this connection. And if you are drawn to this message and you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but you have someone in mind, someone just kind of, what is a twin flame relationship, or even like, I don't know if I have that relationship in my life yet. You do. You may not have met them, but you are here for that purpose. So it may be why you may feel really disconnected in the dating world, or dating hasn't really worked out for you, or it feels really shallow. You may be a person who just feels fairly distant from humanity as a whole in the first place. So feeling understood and having a romantic partner, it almost feels like at a loss at this point in time, because you're such a deep character. You know that there's many layers and depths and textures to your personality, and you want someone, you need someone as stimulating, as complex, as, you know, removed from the normalcy of human culture. We have Stardust, Three of Cups, and the message from the Lover's Oracle is, once you see into someone's soul, you're connected forever. Now, there are several messages, or two messages that I'm really picking up with this card. So the artwork is really reflection, right? It looks as if they're looking into a mirror or through the looking glass, through the snowflake. And so this being connected forever. So this is speaking of the twin flame relationship. You are born connected to this person. They are the closest version of yourself that there is in this world, even though that they are the direct opposite. So if you are here, you have been curious about something. The universe has been trying to speak to you about something. Stardust, premonition, galactic communications, beginnings and endings. You've been receiving signs, or you've been feeling strong waves of intuition about the kind of love you deserve, about what is worth waiting for, about what kind of passion this is, what kind of connection there is to Earth and Gaia and God Source Creator, the Father energy, the Dark Goddess, this union, and feeling like there's a perfect fit for you. Now, twin flame relationships are very difficult, and while one person can feel one way, another person can choose to feel another way about it, and that is a runner stage, okay? It's nothing to be afraid of. But this Three of Cups here, no matter what is happening, this glimpse into someone's soul, or feeling connected to someone's soul, and the thing about twin flames, you can have a conversation with them easily. You can go in front of a mirror, look into your own eyes, and just be open to feeling another person's feelings. You can ask, like, how is my divine counterpart feeling? Just take a moment, look into your own eyes, and feel if there's an energy shift. You've just tapped into their energetic frequency. They are your frequency, perfect energetic match, even though, you know, you are two complete and whole and different people. You can tap into that frequency very easily. This Three of Cups is, first of all, I'm seeing the Holy Trinity. I'm seeing cheers and union and glory and happiness, and not in Angel, please. Oh my God, my dog is... She's been so snooty all day. I love her. She's half English bulldog. She is so stubborn. I'm just hearing this constant... I'm sorry if y'all can hear it. But this message needed to get out. And I offered her like 4 different things to do. She was like, no. She's just being very restless right now. So this Three of Cups representing the Holy Trinity to me. So the two partners in this relationship plus spirit. The splitting of the soul from spirit into two sort of egotistical experiences. So this, and I'm also experiencing you with your guides and spirit, like this whole conspirator teamwork, this conspirator. But it's true. The angels and spirit are conspiring to bring y'all together. So if you are here for this message, your instincts are correct. Your feelings are valid. The universe is communicating to you and through the stars and your premonitions, TV messages, if you're binging on Netflix or a show comes up and there's just this line that resonates with your soul. Yes, that is universal communication. That is an artist being a prophet, you know, and they didn't even know it. They were channeling a message directly from spirit for you, because we're all pieces of God floating around with the idea that we are separate from God and each other. So, once you see into someone's soul, you're connected forever. So don't, okay, so this relationship may be kind of strenuous. There may be like a connection to someone that has no real reason to be connected to you. There might be a karmic situation, or like they're married or they're attached or otherwise preoccupied. They're married to their work, you know, but just, knowing that you've been changed by this person and their love, the potential for your, like, there's a lesson to learn here about loving yourself and loving another person unconditionally, because the situation in and of itself is a condition. And if you're not allowing yourself to love somebody because of the distance of time and space, which are non-linear, you know, that's conditional love, not unconditional love. So there's something changing within you because of this intergalactic, otherworldly connection to someone else. All right, and your ethereal team and spirit and this other person on a 5D level. Not, I mean, egos are always vastly different. They are the infinitely fragmented illusion of experience. But so even though their ego might not be totally on board, their ego is aware of it. They've been having very similar communications. Why? Because of the conspiracy, the co-conspiring of the angels and spirit and them following a destiny toward you. So, and the thing about this relationship is it's very deeply spiritual. It literally is otherworldly. It's the kind of love that people aspire to, that love stories are made out of, but people don't learn that they can accept for themselves. Everybody has a twin flame. Not everybody's ready for a twin flame. All right. So it's providing that balance. And honestly, it does take lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes of evolution on this planet with ego to be ready for that kind of love in this realm. And we're experiencing an ascension into Christ consciousness as a species, as a society. So you're here to help that. So your journey probably was not the easiest one. Whether it's a blessed circumstantial situation or not, you have these deep internal big soul lessons to go through. Okay, so you're not crazy. All right, you looked into this person and you were changed forever, and life has never been the same since then. And if you have not met them yet, you feel like there is someone out there. Although I am feeling like this is more for those who have an idea of what their relationship is, or are confused about as to what this relationship is, and this, it's that kind of deal. Okay, you've been changed, you know this, and it's okay to go with these changes. The twin flame is meant to trigger major, massive shifts in the self, and when you acclimate to those shifts and you incorporate them as your personality, and you just accept them, rather than running away from these changes, then you become ready for the true love that you really deserve. Awesome. That's it. Thanks for being here. If you decide to hop off, y'all, that was a really lovely message, and I'm glad to have delivered it for you. You know where to find me if you need me, okay? So the third pile, yep, I did hold that deck upside down. I was like, I'm not reading reverse this. I'm glad I did because, okay. So, y'all are at the beginning of a really adventurous time. I'm also, in the last reading, there was a bit of love life, and so I'm sensing a lot of focus on the love life here, but there's action to be taken in other aspects of your life, from other aspects of your life, toward other aspects of your life, to which is seemingly unrelated to your romantic life, but it is related to your romantic life because everything is connected. So y'all are working with your frequency. You have Acorns Touch, Touch Exchange Connection, and you have Ace of Swords coming in here. So you have an opportunity to grab life by the blade. This Ace of Swords is grasping firmly onto the double-edged sword of life and knowing that you can wield it however you want, and it's fresh landscape in the soul here. So if you've wielded the sword negatively before, if you've made, not so great choices, if you ended up hurting yourself, you've experienced a time of recovery and you're ready to go at it again. So maybe you're ready to go out into the dating world again, or maybe you're ready to adopt a new dog after one had passed. There's this progression of movement forward and understanding that life is always going to hurt. So you might as well have some experience of your own choosing while you go ahead and experience life. So this Acorn's invitation, touch, exchange, and connection of your own choosing. It's like, say yes to that which you really want. Say yes to that which you truly deserve on any and all realms, okay? So with the Sulamith Wolfing Lover's Oracle message, you have within you, I lose myself. Without you, I find myself. Then I strive to be lost again. This can be related to soulmates. That's the artwork. It's a lovely embrace. And they're both draped in a single tapestry. It's absolutely lovely. Very, very Gothic and Celtic up in the structure there. But, so this can be with a romantic partner, especially if you've been yo-yoing and on and off for, some time with someone. You can really commit to the relationship one way or another, choosing to leave it behind, but I'm feeling more choosing to give it a real shot, because why else would you keep coming back to each other, at least to a point where the lesson is fully learned. But I think the lesson, if it's fully learned, is to learn how to love unconditionally, and first for yourself and then for the other person, and so but this is also in regards to the balancing of spirit and material. So balancing the spirit world and listening to your intuition along with getting lost in the egotistical realm. And it's this need to go back and forth to co-create a perfect landscape for yourself, to use the double-edged sword to create a beautiful, beautiful landscape and to really implement your own energy into your world. So you have to get lost within spirit and then be brought back down to reality. And then when you start to get lost in reality, you need to go back up to spirit. It's the up and down to life, and it's the balance between the soul, the self, and the ego. So is there anything else to be said? No, not a whole lot. Right. I would say nothing at all, because the ether just got really quiet as I went to move on. So there's your divine guidance, y'all. Thanks for sticking around if you came for the full message. I understand that a lot of people love to do the full Trinity. And yeah, I love you for loving yourself, y'all. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. And you know where to find me if you need me for personal guidance along the way. Take care. Bye.